Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Noles will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Illinois' return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
Illinois lining up quickly. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He's got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, we always talk about the importance on defensive tackling. This secondary, they're going to have to really play with great effort and do a better job tackling these wideouts.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
After the misfire now on second down. They keep attacking through the air. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. It'll be a draw. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
He'll keep it himself. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Illinois right back to the line. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. Fires to the wideout. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try along with it. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
First down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Glenn. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warwick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Douglas. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They're going to throw it again. He's got an open man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're just about ready to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Trying the left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Illinois lining up quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He gets a block. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Looking to move it through the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Really need positive yards on second down after the incompletion. They'll snap it from the 44. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Dropping back, it's Glenn. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on first and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to add another.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the right. Touchdown, Illini! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And so many times the safeties tell the tape, and that's what QBs are studying and reading, and he drops back, and you could tell he sees his receiver coming from the right side, and he knows exactly where he's going to end up with that post, pushes the ball down the field for the big play, got the safety out of position, made the big touchdown throw.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of an explosive play in the passing game from 60 yards out. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Give to the single back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
After misfiring, it's second down. From the gun, the ground game. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, the defense obviously went in at halftime. They were trailing on the scoreboard. They needed to make some adjustments, and already they're showing some positive signs. On the very first drive of the second half, they're able to register a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
The Seminoles decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
That last completion sets them up on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. Still running at the 40. Ball down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. They get to the line quickly. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. Pulls it in.
Yeah, it is a nice comeback route. Most important part of a comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
Illinois right back to the line. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a 1st down play. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
It's 2nd down.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw, never gave his receiver a chance.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They'll try to run it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now the play fake. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third. The offense coughs it up. The defense scoops it up, and they're bringing it back. The 50. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is the point of the game in the fourth quarter where turnovers matter so much. The defense knows if they can just find a way to steal a possession, they're giving themselves an opportunity to win it, and they do it right there. Physical play, you see the speed, and they're able to create the TO.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He wants to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Glenn. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the fourth quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all the pressure, all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Illinois lining up quickly. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Got the quick pass.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Hey, listen, you get zone coverage, and you can hit that curl route, and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Dixon. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Illinois! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th.
Illinois, 21. Florida State, 17.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Glenn. He looks that one in nicely. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Caught over the middle. It's Tuafili. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Douglas. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to go up top on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it.